So we're working on the challenges for basic arithmetic operators. The first challenge asks us what's the result of the following operation. And then we have 4 with the division operator by 2. And we can figure that 4 divided by 2 is going to go ahead and be 2 most likely. We can check that answer and see that it's correct, right? We can also see that technically when we do division, the number that's returned is always a float, so we could also do 2.0, which is also marked as correct. Now for the second challenge, it says, what is the resulting type of the following operation, right? I have 2.0 and 2. Neither of those are types, so I can immediately rule those out. And I'm left with a choice, int, float, or Boolean. Boolean is a true false or a 0, 1. And I can tell that my solution here, 2 or 2.0, is actually going to be outside of that domain or that range, right? It's not 0, it's not 1, it's not true, it's not false. So I can go ahead and rule out the Boolean, and what I'm left with is integer and float. And anytime that we're doing exponents with fractions, what we're going to end up working with is going to be a float, right? It's going to have some decimal precision. So we can go ahead and check that answer and look at the explanation, and it says that we are correct. That is indeed a float that will result from that. Of course, if you weren't sure about this and you wanted to check it for yourself, Replit is always a good place to get started. So if we go ahead and open up Replit, open up a REPL here, and if I go ahead and just print and then, right, what I want to do is I'm looking for the type of this. So I need to make sure that I'm using the type function. Go ahead and execute that code, and I can see that it is a float. I can come back over here and select float. Now for the last challenge, it's telling us true or false, what is the result of this expression? It turns out that Python uses the same order of operations that most of us learned in middle school, or maybe even the end of elementary school. That's PEMDAS. That tells us our order of operations, right? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and then subtraction. Python works on the same way. We can see on the right side of this expression here, there are some parentheses, and we would take care of that first, right? We see there's addition inside of those parentheses, so that's being taken care of before the multiplication, where here there are no parentheses, right? And so following PEMDAS, there are no parentheses. The first thing I'm going to take care of is my exponent, and then I'm going to do my multiplication, right? On this side over here, the first thing I'm going to do is inside of my parentheses, take care of the exponent, and then the addition before my multiplication. So these are not going to be the same value on either side, and we can say that this is going to be false, and C, that is the correct answer.